going to be on a map 5 decider.
Now we're in the lobby once again, full team, full force. We're gonna brute force this into map 4. Oh, this is sometimes exactly what a competitor needs, like this one moment where things just click, where everything goes right, where you feel like, okay, finally been blessed by RNGesus. We are blessed as well with the partner this month, the partner being Opera GX, the gaming browser, coming for you for free. Opera GX in the chat with an exclamation mark. Available for Linux now as well, fully customizable, whether that's colors, themes, extensions, everything. You can even control your room with Opera GX. I like to turn on and off my lights that I use for streaming with Opera GX. And of course, it's all built into the sidebar, your Twitch, your Discord, your TikTok feed, your Spotify, especially here on New Music Friday when all new music gets released. Spotify got you covered on the left-hand side, built into Opera GX. Every download supports the channel. We finally want to crack the 4 digits. That would be by far a new record. And now we need a record 120 as well, with an extraordinary performance to turn this around. The shield has cracks, Remo, but will the Emperor fall?
Ooh, it's going to be very exciting now to watch this map. Sorry, I have to mention it again, chat. I know I do it every time, but I must say, I love this map, Shattered Exile. What a beauty it is. Biggest map so far we've had in this series. Happy seems to be quite fond as well of the map. I see he is a man of great taste then. And he's going again with a ghoul opening against, of course, 120's Ted Feenstar.
I'm actually a bit surprised. I felt like the big maps went to 120 recently more frequently than the other way around, especially Twisted Meadows, but Shattered Exile plays also a little different than Twisted Meadows does. Could still be expansion heavy if you so desire. But yeah, as a first pick also, I'm actually, shout out to the admins that they still did loser map picks for Happy and not just started to skip them.
Yeah, you know, you can sometimes get ahead of yourself. Might have been conclusion drawn too early. This time Happy isn't even gonna need it. He's going Lich first, by the way. I was kind of teasing towards the Crypt Lord, but that's not gonna be shown today.
Of course, Happy is not switching up because of one little loss. I wonder what the creep routes are. The mercenary camps can be very, very tasty with consumables and assassin, but in this matchup, do you want an assassin mostly versus ghouls, I would say, but that's also so nukeable. How good can you creep with the Ted Fiend opening? Can you harass when the map is so big and you want to rush across? This is not as exploited as other maps are that we're playing for 12 years straight. Stupid Last Refuge. But rather fresh, so maybe some optimizations to be done here. 120 goes towards the middle. We have seen some shop creeps on both sides in other matchups, but the standard is the lab, and that should also be very safe.
Happy has a sacrificial skull. This might just be a bait. He doesn't have another acolyte. He's trying to trigger 120 into going more ghouls than he needs. 120 is again not falling for it.
Yeah, the mind games clearly aren't working as well as before. On maps like Tide Hunters, those were back-to-back wins that Happy got mostly via mind games. Nice body block as 120. I got a bit tricked, right? A bit indecisive. Shall I go for the green or not? And now the Lich is here and this camp is
huge
so important. Happy must get it. And he is. Easy.
It's a huge experience gap right now. This is exactly what the Lich wants to have happen. Huge creep advantage early on. You pull ahead, get level 2 quick, get level 3 right after. These middle camps are great to creep with ghouls, by the way. The Renegades. Easy to take out.
Right on. At least when there's no lightning shield against them, but it's only purge, also on the ghouls, not on the skeletons, so full throttle. We creep this with lightning shield now. Please don't deny. Please don't deny. You can't afford this. And he doesn't.
Core is secure, but then again costs a little bit more mana. So the DK now kind of low mana, a little bit hurt. No level 2 yet. Don't want to make this the same disaster as Hammerfall. We had level 2 not available for this long, so with this green, that should be enough. But indeed, the mana is starting to look very low.
Yeah, Coil absolutely essential. Fiends are coming in to make up for that. Happy creeps the rest of the camp for level 3. This is gonna be such an obnoxious, such an oppressive lich, exactly the way Happy wants it.
Close to the DK. Trying to go for an Acolyte hunt. Narrow Tower in the main base is a little bit late, maybe. Sentry ward dropped. Lich sees, can easily get in. One kill might be all he gets, though.
Okay, we don't have a backup Acolyte. He's down to 4. Happy trying to stick around. Narrow Tower up, but Narrow Tower can't slow down the cooldown of Nova. 2 Acolyte kills during tech. Late in the tech, it is
Did I miss
pretty
the
damn
oiled up
good.
Remo doing sexy poses yet?
It's like a 300 goal lead he's going to be benefiting from, but the Telestaff also cost him something, of course. That is the painful thing when the Lich gets level 3 as quickly as this. By far the fastest level 3 Lich of this series.
DK items look good. He will share that with the Lich, of course. After rebuilding Acolytes, at least he had the gold for that Lich, so he's not going to fall too far behind in levels. Happy is the first to tech to tier 3.
Yep. Not just costing gold, but also costing tech timing. And Lich can do it again when the Telestaff is ready. He is sharking right outside the base. It's nighttime right now. Even involving the ghouls over here.
But he's sharking for 40 seconds then.
Maybe something's gonna run all the way back in. Just kill one Acolyte. Force the tech cancel. Ooh, it's gonna be a late tier 3 this game. But Lich now getting counter Novad.
There's no TP. Body block Nova. There is potential here for 1-2-0. Was Happy a bit too greedy? Nova blocks himself a little bit. Frostborn hungers, and
Whoa.
this is Happy's first hero on level 3 kill. That's a 2-minute bench for the Lich, or super high cost at the tavern.
Yeah, big play right here. 1-0 fighting his way back into this map. Gonna get a ghoul kill there as well. That's level 3. He got a couple of great claws for the Lich also. I would say now 1-0 might be the one favored. Still, if he he's behind in supply, in tech, excuse me, like this.
Yeah, that is. He is in tech. He's behind in tech. He's also 200 gold behind in gold. Very, very eloquent here. That hurts, but it's not the end of the world. I thought this would have been more.
Happy's trying to come back again for Acolyte Harass, but he's got no mana on the Lich right now. Happy's DK is very, very late.
True.
Finishing with a tier 3, basically.
Oh yeah, that will be very low healing. Oh, but the Acolytes, man, he can't afford to lose too many of them. The micro is amazing. Can he come in with the coil? He must. Oh, damn, that was close. Can he prevent another Acolyte kill? This is huge for 1-0.
So far, keeping them all alive. Happy has to staff out, surely. If there's a Lich here,
Yep.
he would have died or almost died. Scary moments getting out. Didn't use Dark Ritual. With the Nova, I think could have gotten one kill here. Okay, 1-0, stabilizing.
Amazing Acolyte control, dude. Holy, there were so many opportunities. The problem is, though, he's supply blocked. At the beginning of tier 3, no stat. Oh, he's not supply blocked. He built a necropolis. Also against the Acolyte harass. I love this.
Tier 3 now going to be locked in soon for both players. We have lots of creeps on the map. Much of this land is untouched. This again looks like a great opportunity for a Crypt Lord. And this time around, Happy would have the faster Crypt Lord. He's a bit low on gold right now.
The land untouched. Lots of jokes on the table that we just leave there. Yeah, Lich is amazing. 1-0 was creeping with the Lich in between. Got a Ring of the Archmagi. Amazing. Scroll of the Beast can always lead to moments when there's not enough dispel. Happy got the frenzy timing, goes for the Dark Ranger, no destroyers. 1-0 still needs time, but tier 3 is done. Orb is there, that's essential. Trying to go to the tavern, but he's pretty bruised.
First time Dark Ranger in this series. see if 1-0 follows. Is that the resources for her?
Feels like he trusts the Crypt Lord. He just doesn't have the resources yet.
This camp gives lots of experience at the big item. The big item, by the way, was the Rune Bracers.
Can be
Two big
nice.
tomes as well.
Moon Braces can be nice, but I think it's not game breaking. Like, per design, it should be epic versus undead. Because so much spell damage and it reduces spell damage, but never really turns out to be so amazing. In this ledge. He's doing this again, man. This is gonna be another acolyte. How much gold is an Invis potion?
100.
So he needs an acolyte at least and then some.
Yeah, oftentimes he waits for the acolyte to micro away, to be next to another acolyte, and then double Nova. This time, not so. Going for 1, going for 2. Lich close to level 4, by the way. And this is, of course, annoying.
It's annoying, but it's alright, I feel. Crypt Lord is in. I don't know if Happy saw this. I mean, he saw the production, so it's not going to be a Dreadlord. Mana Stone at the bottom left-hand side. During all of this, 1-0 was going for a red spot. Huge XP, and this matchup is very hero-dependent.
Didn't consider that for a second, by the way. If he had gotten impaled there, that would have been the second Lich loss.
Yep.
Doing the staff. Happy is just trying to go for the creep. Now turns around. Maybe he wasn't looking for a moment. Dark Ranger takes lots of damage. Falling back, getting coil, but it's only level 1 coil so far. I think 1-0 might still be favored in this fight. The Fiend army is starting to deliver.
Oh, 1-0 has apparently some ping issues here. Crypt Lord is coming in. You can go through every move in this fight, one by one, in these little moments here. Crypt Lord is coming in. Impale is going to be good. There's a lot of ghouls here. They will all disappear. And the Fiend count by Happy is 1. Oh my god. Flute. Amazing.
I think 1-0 again has the better setup around 50 supply. I mention this again and again. This is the great thing about the Ted Fiend build. The first time you reach 50 supply, you are going to be set up way better than the ghoul player is, normally.
Not that many ghouls. The swing will not be as hard as before, where it was basically an automatic 10 food lead at the start of the fight. Creeps are getting involved too. Things are getting a bit weird here.
No, but right away, there's the Impale. It's going to be 2 kills, maybe 3 immediately. Say goodbye to your ghouls, except that one. That one can say hello, being saved by the coil. But now Happy's Lich and DK rather, low mana. At the Slippers for the Dark Ranger, okay. But it's 1-0 right now, it's looking dominant.
Super important creep check, I feel. This would have been level 3 on the DK, which was of course super late, only at tier 3. So he's still trailing behind an entire level on the second hero of 1-0. We siege now, bit risky, but also makes it so Happy can't expand, Happy can't creep. Leaning into this, more attack upgrades on both sides. 1-0, 1-0 plus Flute, Happy on the way to 2-0.
For the fights currently, it seems. Staying at 50, we got 1-0 in upkeep, and I like that. Build the big army, be ready to fight, and creep as much as you can. Meanwhile,
Happy is in an empty sector. There's nothing. There's just nothing that he can do here for 30 seconds.
nothing at the lab either. This is looking worse and worse for Happy, it seems.
One of the wind on 1-0, obviously dispellable by destroyers, but sometimes as close as these games are, it's about a split second of execution, and if you delay that coil by a split second, it can lead to a kill.
So much experience in 1-0 here. The Lich is level 4 already. We haven't even had a fight yet, really. And the Lich is 4. Much of that is the Lich kill from the early game, boosting up the experience so much.
DK made it to 3 finally by taking out the natural. The XP department is indeed on 1-0 side, but the question is, what do you do now? Where do you go? Did the Cat Knight Joe? I don't know. Armor upgrades coming in now. 1-0, 1-0, then 1-1. Coming home. Big destroyer bust.
Dark Mage level 3 is the advantage right here, looking for some kills early on. Cryptlord Impale hits the front line, but quickly doing pretty well. Going for the back, going for more fiend kills.
No, because he's losing so much, but it's a 10-foot advantage now. Feels like he's establishing a better rhythm. Destroyers are being focused. 1-0 is killing one. Looking better and better and better indeed. Dude, we might just go full distance if Happy doesn't go for a lucky punch.
Running out of mana, the DK has no coils left anymore. No mana potions either. Next Destroyer going to be falling. 1-0 has way more army still in this engagement. GG it is! We're going to have a 5-mapper. Finally.
Oh boy, this is usually the Happy territory. The opponent is up 2-0, but you just shake it off. Maybe, you know, for many years, Happy got advantages with shot control. On Northern Isles, it's definitely possible to steal invulns away, then go for hero focus and get the win that way. Is it time for an expand? He signaled willingness to expand a couple of times. Maybe here on Northern Isles is the way. Lemes, thank you very much. 4 years. Have fun at the Poland land. 1-0 will be ready for this though.
It seems like the last 2 maps, 1-0 was truly ready for everything. And even map 2, I would say he was very close to taking. We're happy just kind of out-microed him in the end game. But he managed to get into a position, into a good, strong position, towards the early tier 3 stage. 3 maps now in a row. Reason for 1-0 to feel confident.
I just noticed.
Everyone's lagging.
I just noticed Tidehunters is not being played here in the series, and I assume it's a ban by 1-0, which I think is extremely smart. Happy outsmarted him there 3 times in a row, even though 1-0 had a sick anti-expansion build with Dark Ranger and wagons even that worked for like 2 weeks, and Happy came up with solutions, and then it was just the Happy map. So if that was a tactical decision, banning one of the more normal maps and rotating another one in, I applaud that. 1-0.
Pretty impressive, you know. Happy has been the talk of the town in this tournament, and how could you not be? Dropping no maps for 1-0. It was a little bit tougher of a road. Honestly, he only also dropped 1 map coming here against Lynn, so he had similar success, similar acts of amazement. Maybe he wants to show the world that Happy isn't the only one they should be paying attention to.
Right on. You can use that time, everybody, especially the YouTube people. Press the heart button if you're watching on a mobile. Hype the content if you can. That goes for, of course, everything we put out, whether that's the socials, whether that's YouTube. On Twitch, not too many features like that, but you know, hitting the follow button is never the wrong thing, as we are bridging the little lag gap here. And if you want to participate in discussions, our Discord, of course, always amazing, and the War3 Reddit has seen a rise since we started to post there a little bit more. Reddit.com/r/WC3.
Great place to be. Just figured out, by the way, that there's also going to be a Gladiator Cup show match happening after this today, Sock versus Law Alliance, so you want to stay tuned also after this one.
Proxy seems to be broken. 180 ping instead of 90. On map 5. You know, I don't want to... Just observations, okay?
Okay.
Last time Happy was in a bit of trouble, was in a match against Soin. He lost the map there, and then was forcing like more or less perfect conditions that led to like a 20-minute break. Now stuff like that is happening again. Is breaking the momentum of 1-0 a little bit.
Yeah, always not the best position for players or admins. I wonder if Bockwolf is sweating a little bit right now. He knows he's going to have to make a decision pretty soon. With Happy very ready and willing to give constructive feedback, let's say, with a certain number of dots.
Dude, we have to go through with this polka thing.
Double Team Neo and Remo shining like Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dennis Rodman. Much love. Crunchy Balls.
Thank you, Mr. Crunchy Balls. You're an absolute gem with hopefully 2 very crunchy gems in your pants. Shining like Jean-Claude and Dennis Rodman. Who is who?
I think we can't lose. Like, whoever... I mean, it's epic regardless. JCVD and Dennis Rodman. Both legends.
I still feel like Dennis Rodman has achieved the best weekend that a man can achieve. Winning the NBA Finals, dating Carmen Electra.
You could stab him. Or see that. No. That's what we have to expect, but we don't know yet what the Creep Broad's gonna be looking like. A little bit of a confidence break maybe on map 4, where Happy got off to a great start, had such a fast level 3 Lich, went on an Acolyte hunt. Things seem to be going so well for him until the Lich died. Great punch there that 1-0 was able to find.
Himiko was quite active here in the chatter. Now leaving the game, not sure what that is about. Well, he has to sort that out for himself. We're not restarting anymore. This is it, boys. This is it. Can Happy find some items to boost up the Lich? Can he find the perfect level 3 uncontested creep route? Can he find the way into 120's base once again? And will 120 then be ready for that? So many questions, a couple of adjustments to be done. Both a bit annoyed, I guess, by the technical difficulties that we had to go through. But hey, as a Warcraft competitor, it's what you have to live with.
Gonna shake all that off right now. We got the Lich here with another skull, another fake expansion, this seems to be. As long as there's no 6th Acolyte, there certainly will not be an expansion. Everyone's just gonna come looking quickly early on. Again doesn't fall for it, again doesn't make ghouls unnecessary.
Yep, that's something, yeah, as you say throughout the entire series, this is something that Happy wants to bait 120 into. The 4th ghoul for instant pressure. But that is not the case. We take the green away. That's actually quite lovely, especially with the replenishment potion that he finds. Happy
finds another ring. We got many of those today. This one again likely to be sold. Another tech begins with 1-0, of course, ahead. No narrow tower yet. That could be a bit dangerous if Happy makes it across.
Yeah, he's always very, very greedy. Only, oh, steal? Oh, of course. He takes that away. Deny on the skeleton. It's about every tiny piece of XP between the two. 1-0 is always very greedy when it comes to that narrow tower. He's building another ziggurat, but he's not upgrading yet. Only when he really, really has to. Question is, will it then be up in time?
DK and Marketplace didn't buy anything there yet. A rather big camp for the early game here being taken now by Happy, going for the Tuskar. DK would love to get the last assist right here.
Or the item steal, but no, big invo potion. Nice save, of course, in this hero nuke heavy game. It's all about delay though. Nobody should really lose any XP or any items. Tech progressing ahead for 1-0, that is the norm. Will he bring the fiends? He will. First ghoul under attack, holds on to that replenishment. Are we even denying critters now? Hell yeah, for more skeletons, more pressure.
It is quite a bit of experience here. Nova and Coil on the skellies. Man, even the little guys being appreciated.
Too much Street Fighter talk, eh? Talk about Guile now. Yeah, it's in your head, bro. It's in your head. You, me, the movies when the new Street Fighter comes out?
Weren't those all terrible, those Street Fighter movies?
Remo, we're gonna enjoy the heck out of it. Especially you.
Will we though?
Tier 2 finished. Time for the Lich. Half a level. Oh, Naga again! Oh, 1-2-0 with the tempo place.
And the Acolyte Scout. Oh, wait. Did you see it? Not sure.
Yeah.
You see it now for sure.
That's the Ring of the Archmagi. Not bad. Big bounty taking away from the middle. Naga squishy and fishy, but has brought 1-0 quite some victories in the mirror matchups.
Almost level 3, just a little creep here, the null would be enough. DK is quite hurt, by the way.
to move away. This is level 2 Nova available. Naga HP cut in half. He wants this so bad. This level 2 for the DK. Can't get it. The same that happened to Happy on Shattered Exile on the right-hand side. The little green spot snipe is now happening to 1-0. And I feel like this Naga tempo play didn't necessarily work except the null overseer.
Is that worth the Naga pick? Is Happy gonna respond with his own Naga? Interesting setup. We'll see where this goes. DK desperately now in need of that level up.
Last time 1-0 defeated Happy was with the Naga. Chat doubted him. 1-0 made the right call. Since then, it went in both directions. Some great Naga, some not so great Naga. Going in with the potion. And this natural expansion is taken away. Happy feels very confident with that Lich, rightfully so.
Claws +8, that's the big drop he was hoping for. Happy was a bit unlucky today with the items where he got so many rings, not too many claws, but these big ones now are fantastic. Taking a look at the marketplace. Wants to snipe the big item here.
Oh damn, that's a huge consumable. Goes on the cost of a little bit of HP. Claws bought. This Lich is a monster.
Would you say he's cooking?
Right on, man. Boiling. This hero combo with the Wand of the Wind as well. Can he get...
playmaking item right now?
I guess so. He's going for the DK. There's nothing on him. Maybe this is the moment for the Naga, but the first Fiend is already fallen. Not much damage. Info Potion swap, but that exposes the Lich. But it's not that exposed. The DK can cover for him.
Jesus!
Lightning miscalculated.
Why do you coil so late there? That almost cost the Lich's life. Happy almost throwing away the first hero.
Thrill Seeker he is for the entertainment, but man, is he dodging bullets. This was the moment for 1-0. He sacrificed the Fiend for it. And it didn't work.
Tense game here on map 5 where the decision will be found. Happy's ping here is higher than normally on War 3 Champions, and if the ping equalizer works, same should be the case for 1-0. So far we've seen no clear indication of higher difficulty. Good execution so far, good recovery also by 1-0. Even with that Fiend lost, I think he's doing okay. Double level 3, not too far away for him anymore.
Sick composure by Happy, by the way, in this last engagement to not go for the Wand of the Wind in this panic moment. This could have saved the situation. Wand of the Wind on the Naga or something, but no, he holds it for later to delay some coils maybe and go for the bigger picture. Tier 3 is done for 1-0, and we have different heroes. We got the Lich, of course. 1-0 has no option but going Lich, and Happy with the Crippy once again.
Contra Naga. Lord versus Naga. Very opposite. One is fishy and squishy, the other one is super tanky if he gets some levels and perhaps some items. Talisman of Evasion could be sick on him as well. And again though, maybe incorrectly placed. Normally the Crypt Lord is the hero that gets focused the least, understandably, because he is the most tanky. Did Happy just sell it? Dust of turrets? Or was that
Maybe
the one?
See. No, it might have been the one. He doesn't have it anymore. So I guess that's that. Evasion on the Crypt Lord as well, amazing. 1-0. Eyes on the rat spot. Same for Happy. Any Pipers in the house?
No, indeed. Sick. Sixth Acolyte. 1-0 is going to be expanding here in the top left.
Really?
Triple gets solo experience here. This is really nice for him. Claws +12, by the way. Happy finally being blessed by Fortuna on map 5.
That's a full set. 5, 8, 12. So much. That's +30 on the Lich. Oh my god. I know 1-0 is not the biggest fan of Banshees, but Curse on that Lich might be lovely. No economy harasses at all anymore by Happy, by the way. It's a very interesting twist.
Happy picks up Invuln and Heal Scroll from the shop. Someone that has to be given over. Great experience here for the Script Lord, by the way. He's gonna hit level 3. That Impale, which cannot be silenced or anything, by the way, could be absolutely game deciding.
What advantages can you edge out? It's a very atypical timing for an expansion. Super fast, no burrow, no web, no upgrades.
Lich is insane. +30 with gloves. He is a glass cannon, though. He's not holding the invul potion. Invul is on the DK. 1-0 pushing into the enemy main base.
Distracting as long as he can. Okay, we go for the shop. That would mean no more statues. He got the ore ball ready, but that would also mean no potions, of course. No way. Happy gives him the time. Now 1-0, check the inventory. God bless him.
Here we go. For the big connection, he's got 3 impales available.
Ghouls, left-hand side. Expo under pressure.
Oh yeah. Impale the Fiend gets a double. Coil on cooldown with the Nova. That's an easy kill on the first. It seems Happy pulls back the Lich quickly. He knows he has to be careful with the Lich with no invo potion.
It's usually the timing for 1-0. He farms his level 3 here. Takes out 1, 2, soon to be. Oh my! All the ghouls. Jesus. Expo had to be cancelled. Happy lost a lot and has no lumber economy for a bit. But the Destroyer. Oh, how unlucky.
Save it with the chain and the destroyer morph, but Fiend caught it with the web. Now supply is pretty even. Expansion got cancelled. Necropolis up there. Just a bit of decoration, I suppose. And now we're moving to the true end game, late game stages. This normally is where the Crypto is supposed to be better than the Nani.
We got heal scrolls on Invul, on Happy. Big and small heal pot. 1-0. He, I think, would have loved to have a heal scroll, didn't go for it. Happy not going for the second one.
Yeah, the advantage here is huge. 2 versus 0. Happy checking the market. The game slows down. There's nothing amazing to contest for right now.
Happy will be facing Banshees. This is such a rare play by 1-0. It was a losing strat for a long time. Maybe because of that Lich he feels forced. Maybe he saw it did work so well for Happy. If you don't overbuild them, Curse might be essential. But it takes time.
Happy very low on lumber, by the way. He can't really afford Banshees currently. There's only... now the ghouls return home. There it is. Okay, now it's going to have lots of lumber again soon. Not for a while, though. Main base was scanned by 1-0. Sees that there's no Banshees yet.
Happy also went into 3 upgrades. That's also quite expensive.
Yeah, 2-1 early. I like that. Those are very cost efficient and reasonable.
Oh, the tension is crazy. One fight can decide this all. What's the next step? What's most important? 1-0, catching up on upgrades. 2-1, same on Happy. 1-2-0, selling the altar. You know who usually does that? Only one guy.
Only learns from the best. Couple more resources streaming in. Lumber for him a bit low, but most upgrades he already got. The ones that were necessary. Who's gonna break upkeep first? Is there a way to fool your opponent into breaking too early?
1-0 gets the ziggurats ready. Happy scans. Also getting ready for 70. Naga is very tanky now with 7.5 HP. Plus the potion, I like that. In general, lots more heal potions overall. Happy plays absurdly into shop control. 3 invul potions for him.
Quite the expense as well, 450 gold. 1-0 is working with exactly that gold lead pretty much, as he's taking into Master Banshees.
Wow, so greedy, floating 1,000. Happy Banshees now as well. That will take some time.
We might almost mine out this game. Like, do you really want to attack into your opponent's main base? Shades would be super sick here, by the way, but neither has them.
Both are struggling for lumber a little bit too. Happy still, like, this takes forever to get to Master. 1-0
The great thing is, Happy has the 4 ghouls at home, so he's got all the lumber necessary. If this game is super slow, it's great for him. He can go for 3-2 upgrades, he can go for Master training, if he just has enough time.
At the moment, 120 is a little ahead with that third attack upgrade, with that Banshee Master upgrade. 1,300 gold.
Oh, that was breaking.
Yeah, I think that's the call. Happy didn't see it. He was poking into the base always. Didn't see the push though.
He just backed away as production was starting.
He's poking back in though.
Yeah, no reason not to, really.
Oh, 120 scanned for the shop. He thought he could steal an invuln, but it was 20 seconds off.
Abby must have seen, surely.
Kinda
Must have seen that there's production.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of surprised 120 didn't go for a heal scroll though. Nova Impale. He got
Almost
the
Happy
resources.
greeting here. Surely Happy has to produce. Surely.
Wow, he cues.
He's going master training.
That's
What?
crazy.
No,
the
cancels.
composure is-
Okay,
Okay.
gotta cancel.
Oh, inventory is so much better for Happy, but maybe there's other factors.
Happy playing ring around the rosy. He's got the impale as well here. He can be cute around the tree line, maybe.
He can stop 120. Anti-magic on the Naga. Ah, Banshee! Feet! Rally points! Not good!
The web here is scary. Happy gonna TP out. Gonna lose one fiend, maybe a second. Second fiend loss would have been painful, but that one gets away. One Banshee was taken out. Almost.
Now, shoes. This might be the first time I see 120 with Banshees in this matchup, by the way.
And of course, you know, the bigger the armies get, the sicker impale Naga at most. Crypt Lord, uncapped.
Potion, important. I mean, Happy is decked out already. He doesn't come at me.
Hasn't spotted the expansion yet. But Happy must know at home he's such a big defender's advantage, especially with Crypt Lord on Blight and so on. An Expo being set up here by 120 is pretty likely.
I mean, Happy has great knowledge about this game. It's either counter expansion or push. He's not pulling ghouls yet. And he will if he's serious about this. And we're scanning the marketplace for every rotation. Can we
Happy
somehow...
should just counter expand, shouldn't he? Just drag out this game. He could use one destroyer to check the gold mine to be safe. But this counter Expo tiling might be slipping away from him.
It looks a bit all-in-y, but it's still without ghouls. We are building a lot of Banshees. It's 5 Banshees now. I wonder if that's too many?
He's going master training now.
Really?
I don't know if you have that time, Happy.
DK gotta be careful, man. He sees him coming at least. I mean, it is a faster master training now. It's only a minute.
Yep, true. Used to be 75 seconds, now it's 60. Doesn't sound like much, but it always feels very different when you're in the game.
Expo up in 5. From here on out, 120 has an advantage.
Happy pulling 2 of the ghouls. This might be the time to go. Initial setup of the concave here is going to be hugely important. I think Happy has to come in from the east here for a better angle.
Yeah, that would be lovely. Now I would kind of love one abomination if you have the resources, but you don't. He's so 120 it.
It's way later than it should have.
Both max. Why is this? And who this? I feel like this entire broadcast since the Undead Orc matches, it was about. And now we're back on the last map, the tiny standoff, and it's again about patience.
They're now moving out in earnest. He can buy items, by the way. With
He did.
this gold he's getting.
He did. He got. Look at it, Lich. He's a beast.
Well, yeah. Lich and Naga both well equipped. The Crypt Lord is not really well equipped.
You don't want to be in this needle hole with Impale, right?
Ball on Happy. Only 1-2-0.
Intercept too. Green bubbles everywhere.
Dude, if you would buy a Catgus pipe, that would be so sick.
Yeah.
It's worth the money for sure.
Yeah. 600 gold spare. every other person would be shaken right now. Happy opens the fight. Let's do it.
Выбирайте поле боя.
Just
Or
kidding.
not, or
One
not.
kill and back off. Patience, young Padawan. Patience.
1 or 2 snipes relatively easy. 1 2 0 still no TP. Dude, this is so odd.
This position is a bit bad for Happy right now. He funnels through this choke. 1-0 behind it in the open. They have much better setup. Happy's trying to pull him into the bad position. 1-0 of course not falling for it.
Who both are breaking upkeep, by the way,
Выберите
into
героев,
high
которых
upkeep.
нужно запретить.
Happy's rally point here might be weird now. Has to reset that over, shift Q it to the expansion.
Yeah. It's not as bad as springtime, but still. Oh, can we snipe something with a Naga and Lich? That would be amazing for some free kills.
Happy regrouping. Over here, there's no narrow position.
Вы прибываете на Антарктический полуостров.
Я защищу вас, друзья!
Могла бы сейчас нежиться на солнышке в Лагосе. А где я вместо этого? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Первый раунд. Захватите объект.
Начнем же это представление. Входите в оба. Осторожно.
Дополнительное время.
Час расплаты. Выходите, не стесняйтесь. Цель.
Счет 0-1.
Выхода два. Или с медалью, или вперед ногами.
У меня бомб на всех хватит! Жизнь была куда проще, когда я грабил банки с бандой мертвецов.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Второй раунд. Захватите.
Моя суперспособность заряжается!
Держите оборону. Суперспособность заряжается.
Щелк! Поймал!
Заряжать недурно. Но суперспособность заряжается. У меня новый дружок.
Малый таран.
Обрати поток! Попробуйте за мной угнаться!
Снег идет! Я обожаю снег! Час расплаты. Буду стараться поблизости. Не стесняйтесь.
Поражение.
Here he can engage pretty easy. Crypt falls as well, by the way, has to be remade. Crypt Lord impales here could be sick. In we go, waiting for the first couple of spells. Impale on the range damage heroes. Naga and Lich shortly stunned, but of course not for too long. AMS on absolutely everything. Nova has minimal impact at the moment, and same for the Fog Lightning, but the impale was crazy! That's the power of the Crypt Lord late game.
God, that was disgusting! And now we have everything missing, and this is another impale. We need the heal scroll soon. The fiend damage, where is it? 7 fiends still left. This is still competitive though.
Mana potion on the Crypt Lord, he's got more available. Who's got the better target fire? Who's got the better damage? Supply is still pretty damn even. Now in the back, the band is falling quickly, of course, from the piercing damage. Many going down. Happy seems to be claiming more and more ground here, but the Death Knight for him now low HP, in trouble. Invul potion might be necessary. Heal scroll first, holding on to the invul, back to the shop, and with the heal potion.
Oh my god, so clutch, man. 1-0 needs reinforcements. Another impale. This was the last one. He held on to that heal scroll for such a long time. Naga blasting out damage. The Banshees don't do damage, by the way. It's all about fiends.
Dust comes in, more kills available. Cripple level 4, great level up for him as well. Mana potion on the Death Knight also. This means Happy has no mana pots in the shop available anymore, and the supply is still really even over here. But it seems like Happy has fewer fiends at the moment.
That is 1-0 secret. Always has been. It looked like there was a 10 food lead right away. DK might need a potion here soon. There's lots of pressure. The Banshees, they don't do that much. I told you. Could be sniped out easily. The DK level 4 now.
Goes to the main base here. The shop is giving so many advantages to Happy. The mana potions alone and the dust are so good for Happy. 1-0 maybe overextending over in the main base. Now the supply is dropping heavily for the Chinese player.
Where are the reinforcements, man? The fiends seem to be gone. What about the hero? Can the Naga be an X factor? We still have some consumables here, but we need them very, very soon. Happy about to close this out. 15 food lead.
Naga backing away. Had to use the heal potion. 1-0 has to run away with a tuck tail because he lost this fight in the end. Happy got so much experience and kills in this engagement. His Lich is now almost level 5. Another sick level up.
But 1-0 gets more gold at the moment. He's not in upkeep. This is a lot of empty Banshees. Naga! Trouble! This was a bit too readable, but the Lich, he has to get that kill. The Krypton is the savior. Impale as a disable, and the DK seems lost. So is the winner bracket final. Maybe level 4. Lich in trouble. He can't get out without running, and then the Krypton is ready. 1-0. What do you do except tapping out? I don't think there's anything left anymore. Double kill for Happy, and he goes into the grand final. What a series.
Damn, brother. Sick series, sick back and forth. Really fun display right here. Crypt Lord 100% win rate today, the late game monster. That one impale was so insane, dude. I think he hit like 20 units. That was wild. And Happy is still always reliably in the grand final.
Grab your tissues, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the impale once again. A thing of beauty. Look at him go. He's in position. He sees the opportunity. Whoa! He's in position. He sees the opportunity. Whoa! Oh man, that's material for later tonight. Do we have to question 1-0's decision to go for the base?
I guess he felt like this game wasn't going to go better for him. The bigger the armies get, the better the Crypt Lord gets. Mana potions maybe, more tank items maybe.
Oh man, also so clutch, right? If you look at that base once again, the shop was burning, the crypt was burning. If you take out one of those buildings, it's a whole different fight. Happy didn't give him that. Engaged exactly when he had to engage. It was so tight. But Happy makes it through, man. Winner bracket it is. And Law 1-0 finds himself in the lower bracket. Alongside Lin, Focus, Kaho. What the final 2 days of B Cup that's gonna be.
Yeah, sick. Really exciting. The Undeads were superior in the upper bracket. Now in the lower bracket we have lots of Orcs and one Night Elf left. Kaho is going to try to show that the Sentinels still have a chance. Lin down there has the biggest name, but we shouldn't think that he's unbeatable.
Exactly. Soen can take series off of Lin. He's done that before. Kaho is looking a million times better than he did in the round of 16 and the weeks leading into this. It's gonna be Orcs and Night Elves tomorrow. There's a lot of game tape to study. We've seen this matchup quite a bit. And then, of course, 1-0 waiting as the final boss. It could very well be another Undead versus Orc in the lower bracket final on Sunday. Maybe Kaho stemming against that Horde Scourge dual kingdom. But man, you just have to be happy to be able to follow these games. In 2026, man, the level of play is just absurd.
Yeah, that was really cool. Man, these games have been delivering so far, and we're going to be back tomorrow with more B Cup, but we're not done for the day. We have a Gladiator Cup show match as well coming up next, Sock versus Lawlight. Also, I thought there was the 2v2 tournament today, but it seems like that one hasn't started yet, from what I can tell.
Well, Sunshine was in chat yesterday saying we might have to reschedule a day or something. I'm not sure what the status is. I don't even know if that's exclusive content.
Yeah, I think it would have been cool if we streamed some of it and then raided over to him, to his stream, but if he's not here, then maybe on another day.
There was a sponsor that we are supposed to mention a sponsor.
Speaking of sponsors, Utiao has been sponsoring the Gladiator Cup series for a long time. The show matches have slowed down a little bit. We don't have 3 or 4 every day anymore, but every now and then it's still nice to see them sprinkled in. Next game coming up is going to be Sock versus Lawlight. 2 very exciting players in this matchup. Lawlight actually has a 4-game win streak against Sock right now, where Sock still seems to have his own style with some tier 3 play. I love that style. I still don't know that it's the strongest, the most reliable, or best by any means, but it's the funnest, if you ask me. We are on KK still. We got our players in the lobby, and in 1 or 2 minutes, we're gonna get that rolling.
Time that we can use, of course, to thank once again the Crestfallen for 5 gifted subs. Amazing community service, hooking up some of the chatters here with the ad protection, with the emotes, with the badges, all the good stuff you get. You can rewind, you can pause. So many good reasons to go for a subscription, and of course the best to support us in our journey, bringing you the best Warcraft on the planet. When will you guys go live tomorrow? At 12:45. And the games start at 1 p.m. Central European summertime.
Yes, indeed. Summer is coming, more sun is there, the temperatures are rising. I gotta say, it's really weird. Like, it's warmer outside right now by a lot than it is in my apartment. This house is feeling cold at the moment, but I'm refusing to turn on the heater because, you know, it's kind of warm outside. It's April. Don't want to waste all that precious gas. I got enough gas of my own, if you know what I mean. Oh, brother.
Yeah, I remember like the past couple of summer years, you were sweating quite a bit in front of your PC. Those nights, those days might be over. Hopefully, it is nice to be in a cold apartment during summer.
Выберите героя. Выберите героев, которых хотите запретить. Вы прибываете в галерею. Приготовьтесь атаковать. Выберите героя. чему стремиться. Моя суперспособность заряжается. Меняю позицию. Моя суперспособность заряжается. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Атака началась. Захватите объект А. Моя суперспособность заряжается. На пути. Моя суперспособность заряжается. Моя суперспособность заряжается. Моя суперспособность заряжается. Снимаю позицию. Доступен малый талант. Моя суперспособность почти готова. Моя суперспособность заряжается. Перемещай. Мне нужно лечение. Еще одна, группируемся. Высадка продолжается, а? Моя суперспособность почти готова. Ракетный залп готов. Суперспособность готова. Ракетный залп готов. Суперспособность готова. Этот номер не дойдет. Опасная близость. Спасибо. Ракетный залп готов. Моя суперспособность готова.
Жизнь оберегает жизнь.
Суперспособность готова. Все системы в норме.
Ливень возмездия.
Моя суперспособность заряжается. Здоровье восполнено. Собираю высоту. Моя суперспособность заряжается. Моя суперспособность заряжается. Волна пошла. Моя суперспособность заряжается.
Есть усиление. Уничтожь их.
Моя суперспособность заряжается. Все ко мне. Моя суперспособность заряжается. Моя суперспособность заряжается. Собираем все здесь. Осталось 30.
Время на исходе. Продолжайте. Атакуйте врага.
Огонь по готовности. Осталось 10. На позицию объекта. Собираемся. Цель сбита. Ничего, пройдет. Тяжелые доспехи, тяжелое вооружение.
Воздух!
Жизнь оберегает жизнь.
Вперед и вверх. Осталась 1 минута. Спасибо. Осталось 30 Ливень возмездия. Огонь по готовности. Этот номер не заметили. Осталось 10 секунд. Первый раунд. Выполнено. Счет 1-0. Смена сторон. Мы построим новый мир из несовершенства. Архитектор Вишкаров всегда делает свою работу наилучшим образом.
А далеко отсюда до Малибу?
Телепортатор активирован. 4 сюда. 3, 2, 1. Начинается атака. Перезащищайте объект А. Враг приближается! Остановись! Подвожу телепортатор. Ставлю двойное. Моя дура идущая из строя. Ты не упадешь. Не жди, что тебя каждый раз будут спасать. Осторожно. Оказываю помощь. Турель мобилизована.
А теперь... Исцеление усилено.
Я всегда готова усовершенствовать свои технологии.
Гиперкольцо запущено!
Еще один шаг к совершенству. Они сломали
Доступен Вижу цель.
телепортатор. На каждом пути есть препятствия.
Место раскопок выбрано.
Не дайте противнику
Все
захватить.
кончено.
Герои, восстаньте! Телепортатор формируем. Ставлю турель. Огонь по готовности!
Объект потерян. Остановите груз.
У меня бомб на
Надо остановить груз. Держимся вместе.
Я с вами.
все ко мне! Удержите это!
Остановите груз.
Моя суперспособность заряжается.
Заряжается!
Груз приближается.
still remember that one DreamHack summer we had. It was 42 degrees outside, and inside we had lights blasting in a small room. Talking about my room here back then. Lights, hot PC, small room. Dude, it was like an oven in there. I felt like a pretzel.
Yeah, that was doing production and casting in a 43-degree room. That was the tournament I collapsed after. That was a bit much. I need a snack. I go to the fridge real quick, Mr. Remo Demo. The early game is yours.
Ooh, yeah, brother. Let's go. First map to start things off, we're gonna go to Tide Hunters, everybody. Stock against Lawlight. Let's get into it. Let's cozy up a little bit. the big, decisive B-Cup match is over for today. As we said, we're going to be back tomorrow. Stream starting at 12:45, 1 p.m. Game begin tomorrow for the lower bracket. Before then, Championship Sunday. And of course, I know my addicts in the chat. I know you guys want to get some Gumba action up in this house. Let's do that as well. In the Gladiator Cup, we have play all 5 series. That means we play all 5 maps. Even if one player should get the win earlier. And knowing Lawliot, in show matches, the chances of a lot of different heroes are actually pretty high. Other boring night elves will play Hunter. Let's see what Lawliot does. Keeper start. That's what I was hoping for. Hells yeah. Kepler is still a bit of a puss, but still can provide some fun games.
I got a slice of cheese in my mouth.
On the other side. Enjoy that, buddy.
Thank you.
Don't forget to chew. Chew, chew.